I hope you're good. Today we are going to check the client's menu in our new dashboard. The client's menu is a menu that you can see your clients' line or subscriptions and their activity log, and you can customize their bucket list, and you can see the status of the lines. You can change the passwords. You can see when the line is getting expired, how many connections the line has, and you can put some custom notes for your more information for each line individually. Also, you can sort and filter the menu from the menus, which lines are expired, which lines are active, which lines are trail lines. So we are going to talk about this today, and I'll show you which features we have included in this menu. In here you can see a filter menu. Sorry, let me first tell you that we have a manage clients and a client activity menu here. So for example, this is a line already created. It's a trail line. The status says it's active. This is the date we have created the line. This is the expired date. Who is the owner of this line? If it's you or it's your sub reseller, you can see it in here. And we have an options menu in here. I'll come back to this later. How many connections is allowed for this line, and is the line online or it's offline. You can disable the access for the client by enabling and disabling this option here, this button. You can put a note here by just typing a note and add the note, so you can easily say the note in here. A short note can help you to easily find which line you want to modify in the future. Okay, you can also filter from this from here. You can filter or sort. I search for a username in here, for a note, or for a MAC address. Also, overall you can filter all registered MAC boxes or Enigma boxes by just selecting and search in the MAC and the active, for example, and you can search and see a list of your all active MAC addresses in here. Also, you can search by nodes. So those lines with note, you can sort them all, and you can search by usernames and all expired. For example, you want to delete all of them or some of them, you just select username and expired status and search for it. Yeah, this is it. Now we will come back to the options. What options do we have here? By clicking on options, you will see device list. Device list is for downloading the correct script according to your client's device. So how it works, for example, your client is using a smart TV and he or she needs to have a M3 line. Just click on options, device list. Yeah, it's a smart TV already selected. You can scroll down to find out the device names or the platform names even. Once you select that, you can see the line in here, and you just need to copy that and send the client the line. So if you, this is if it's a smart TV, you can also upload it by your own self from the IPTV smart IPTV app, from the siptv.eu. If it's a Enigma, you can just the Enigma 2 OE, you can download the line from here. If it's a MAC box, you need to register the MAC address. How you will do that? You just come to options here and click on MAC addresses, put the MAC address in here and add it. If it's an Enigma 2 device, you need to also register the MAC address in here, so just put the MAC address in here and add it in Enigma. One thing I have to note here, that if the MAC address is already exists in our system from another reseller, or it's from an STB emulator, the same MAC address created by the STB emulator, and you cannot add the MAC address of the client, you need to open a ticket with our support and ask them to check if this MAC address can be deleted or not. So if it's an expired MAC address, they will definitely delete it and let you know that yes, you can now add the MAC address of your client. This is it. Now we have the extend option in here. If you want to extend a line in here, so just click on extend he will be redirected to this page, and you can see the username. So this will help you to avoid any mistakes that extend another line of your clients. So here you can see, yes, this is the line, and you will choose a package, which package is requested by your client for how many months or a year or 2 year, and you can extend it, and the credit will be debited from your account. Here we come back and we see bucket list. After you create a line or subscription or even a trail, you can also still you are able to edit the bucket list. For example, there will be new countries added in our list, or new categories for sport channels or movie or blah blah, some new buckets. So you just come in the bucket list and see the all buckets. For example, the English Premier League is added newly, and your client is requesting if there is a way I can watch or I can have sorted out to have the English Premier League channels. Yes, we have this now. You can just click on here on this bucket and update the bucket list for your client. And so now your client has to reload the reboot or reload the playlist, and he or she will get the new list. EPG, if your client is using old device or Kodi, for example, and the platform he or she is using cannot get automatically the electronic program guide, you need to give the URL for the EPG by just clicking on EPG. You will get a download link. Just send it to your client, or you can also download the EPG file, which is I think more than 30 MBs, and it's a zip file. You can send it to your client and guide him how he can extract it on his device. In case you still have any question about this EPG, you can contact our support. They will guide you how you can use it. The MAC address, I already told you that you can register a MAC address for MacBox or any Gamma box from here. You can change the password of your client in case the client line is leaked in the internet and someone is using that. So you can change it and you can give it to your client. So you can see the password on the left side on the top. And if the client is expired and he or she don't want to extend anymore, you can just easily click on delete account, and the account will be deleted from the list. Don't forget also, you can now see and watch what is your client activity, from which country he or she is accessing the service, which ISP, and what device he or she using. So just by clicking on this online status or online login here, you just be redirected to that client activity log. At the moment this client has no activity, so you can see all of your client's activity by clicking on client activities in here, and you can see this client has two connection with this username. He is watching, for example, this client is watching BBC America. This is in here you can see the speed of client and your servers. This is just a kind of overview that shows you that his client has a stable connection with your servers, or his or she has a very bad ping or bad ping latency with our servers, so that makes buffer and freeze with watching the channels for him. And you can see the IP address of the client in here, the country flag, from which country he or she is accessing, what is the user agent. Here you can see the device he is using, and what is the ISP name. This is still not showing the full name, but we will fix this. Already the developers are in the picture that for the long names the words are missing in here. So for example, from here you can see the client is accessing the service from which ISP. And the total stream minutes, you can see for how long is this client online and which channel he or she is watching. And the options, extra options here is a kick client. This is when the line is leaked, or the client, another guy or another person is using the client line, and he requests you that I want to watch, but he cannot because the connection is using by someone else. So once you change the password, you need to kick client, so the connection between the client and the server will be disconnected for a short time. And if the password is changed, the client cannot access the service, so the real client or the the subscriber can access again with the new password to the service. You can still sort your clients or by their ISP name, by the channel name they're watching, and this is a filtering option for this also. Please, in case you have any questions about this menu also, you can write back to our support and they will come back to you with their help. If there's a missing feature and there's a bug, please also report that to our support. Thank you very much.